Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a what's for dinner video in a while, so I'm excited to do this. So the first meal that we're making is barbecue chicken. I really love this barbecue sauce. They have a habanero one, but I couldn't find it. So I have some hot peppers here. So we're gonna try to make our chicken a little bit spicy. I will also be roasting some squash and zucchini. So our habaneros have been pretty hot, so I only chopped up one to add to the chicken, but it actually ended up not being that spicy. Also, I really wanted chicken thighs for our barbecue chicken, but the store was out, so we got chicken thigh fillets. It was okay this time, but I definitely prefer chicken to be on the bone. By the way, guys, ignore how my baking dish looks. I know it looks like so dirty around the edges. This is like super old. Like these were my mom's and she had them for years, so they are clean. They have just been used a lot. So, like I said, I really thought these were gonna come out a lot hotter than they did, but I guess we just did not use a hot pepper this time. So, that's fine. It still tasted so delicious. This barbecue sauce is really, really good. On the squash and zucchini, I added garlic powder and pepper. So I of course usually like to make my own mashed potatoes, but I had got these right before we moved just because I thought it would be something simple and easy for when we're first moving into our house. So I still had them, so I just added some pepper and salt and some butter. I had been craving barbecue chicken for a while before I made this, so this was so delicious and it was super easy. So we have salmon once a week. My husband always makes the salmon, so he had already seasoned it and added lemons. And then we're also making more roasted squash and zucchini and some carrots. If you've been here a while, you know that I love cilantro lime rice and I always make it when we have salmon. Salmon is definitely one of my favorite things to have. It is so good for you and it is so yummy. Let me know what your favorite fish is. Okay, next I am getting out my crock pot. We are making ginger chicken soup. When I read this recipe in a magazine, it was done in a pressure cooker and I don't have one, so I just kind of experimented with my crock pot. So here I'm seasoning some chicken breast and I bake that in the oven for a little less than an hour. And then I just cook everything else in my crock pot and I add the chicken when it's done. You could probably make your chicken in the crock pot, but I haven't done it that way. Okay, so we have our crock pot out and I like to use bone broth because it's very healthy for you. So I use 2 of those. The recipe mentioned some type of wine, but I've never used it. I use white grape juice and I think it tastes great with that. We also use soy sauce and sesame oil. So first I add both things of bone broth. And then I add about 2 tablespoons of both the soy sauce and sesame oil. And then I don't really measure the white grape juice, I just kind of do like 2 splashes. And now we're going to chop up our vegetables. We have green onions. I use about 6 mini sweet peppers. I use 4 cloves of garlic. And then we have this huge thing of ginger, but we're not going to use the whole thing. Cutting ginger is like so awkward to me. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I just kind of shave off the outside, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of complicated and it takes forever, but that's what I do. And then I just chop it up into really, really tiny pieces. So now the ginger is chopped up and I peeled the garlic. So now we're gonna chop up the garlic too. And after I chopped up the ginger and the garlic, I add that to the crock pot. When I am chopping up the peppers, I just leave it in the little rings. I don't chop them up any smaller than that. Once I start adding all the vegetables and everything to the crock pot, I turn the crock pot on low so everything can slowly start cooking. I do start this around lunchtime because you want everything to be able to sit and cook together so you can get all the yummy flavors by dinner time. I am still getting used to our oven. Usually chicken breast will take about an hour, or it did in my old oven anyways. This got a little crispier than I wanted on the outside, but it was still good. So when your chicken's done, you just shred it and then you add it to your crock pot. So if you come and give your soup a stir during the day while it's cooking, you might need to add some water just to make sure everything is covered. I added 1 bottle of water, but I did not film it. Now that everything is in here except the noodles, I'm going to let it cook on low for a couple of hours. These are the Chinese noodles that I use. 2 like blocks of noodles come in a package. I only use 1 the first night because then we have this again the next day and I'll use the other one. I'll put these in like maybe an hour before dinner time and I'll cook it on high so they can get all nice and soft. You guys should definitely give this soup a try. It is so yummy and it smells so good when it's cooking, and it is also pretty healthy. So this always lasts 2 nights for dinner, and then we'll usually have some left over and eat it for lunch or something the next day. I love this Paneer Pasta. It is made from chickpeas and we have organic pasta sauce. And I really love these plant-based meatballs. I am also making these garlic breadsticks. If you're someone that loves pasta but you don't want to eat so many carbs, you should definitely give this pasta a try. It is a lot healthier. With our pasta and breadsticks, I also made everyone a small Caesar salad, and I used kale because I was trying to use up the kale we had in the refrigerator. I hope that you liked this video, and I hope I gave you some inspiration to try something new for dinner. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!